Hi everybody, Avana Intuitive here with our weekly prediction video. And to get started, as usual, I will be using the Radiant Rider Waite Smith deck. And for clarifying cards, the Moon and Stars Tarot deck by Jayne Wallace. And then, because it's the new moon today, I'm doing a 3-card pick using the Moonology Oracle Cards by Yasmin Boland. So, we'll get started. I'm going to start shuffling the cards here. Or I'm sorry, I'm going to shuffle the cards and then we'll get started with some questions. But before I do, I want to remind everyone that this is for entertainment purposes only. And please like, share, and subscribe, as it really does help the channel. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for being here, because I really appreciate it. And, there you go, right? So to get started, I wanted to remind everyone too that on Mondays, I do a 3-card short pick. On Tuesdays, I do Super Duper Girl. That's a short. Today, Wednesdays, I do predictions videos. And Thursdays, I do energy readings. And Friday, I do the weekend reading. So all of those have a 3-card pick. And anyway, here we go. My first question. Will there be a cure for long COVID anytime soon? So let me just think about that. Will there be a cure for long COVID anytime soon? What I'm hearing, here's what I'm hearing in my head. What I'm hearing in my head is that there will be like therapies or things to ease it, but nothing necessarily to cure it. That's the difference. I will share with you here the cards that I'm getting. The first is that they are working diligently with this 8 of Pentacles card to come up with a cure. However, it's going to be short term, and I'm thinking that's up to between now and 5 years. It will be short-term therapies and things like that, things that they're currently doing, but they definitely are interested in this. There's research being done and they're working on it. They're having a lot of false starts. They're moving forward. Sometimes, with the research and the development of maybe a new vaccine or whatever, they're kind of I'm hearing some false starts, but I'm hearing 5+ years out. It might take a while, but there is really going to be then a cure come out, whether that is some type of vaccine or some type of, when I say therapy, it's not necessarily like physical therapy. It's more of some type of a vaccination, or like a process of shots, like 4 shots a year or something, that then helps to eradicate, let's say eradicate. It may not get rid of it totally. It might still be in your system, but it will certainly alleviate a lot of the symptoms, kind of like how it is now with chickenpox. You can have chickenpox go away, but then you might get something later on. And then the clarifying card that I got is the Judgment card, and it says action. So action is not only taking place on this to develop this new therapeutic cure for long COVID, but it's also going to take a while. This is a Roman numeral 20. It's going to take a while, but when it comes out, and I'm hearing in 5+ years, right around 5 years, and I'm hearing the plus too, 5 to 6 to 7 years, but then the action is definitely being taken on that, and then that will really, between the Judgment card and this Temperance card, will really bring a lot of balance and a lot of relief into a lot of people's lives who are currently suffering from that. So that's the first question that I have. The next one is, will the U.S. ever have universal health care? I go kind of back and forth on this. I think that universal health care is good, but I also think that, having employers where you can, have kind of the best of both worlds, having a universal health care. Will we ever have universal health care? Let's see. Okay, it's funny because I'm hearing this is going to be more of something that we come to as we kind of maybe, let's say, evolve in our, kind of like in our spirituality, in that where it becomes something where we are just helping, everybody can just get the health care that they need. First card that I got actually and it's funny because, okay, this is very interesting. The first card that I got again was this Ace of Cups. This is kind of like as we evolve as a collective, not just here in the United States, but all around the world, we raise up and, have this emotional stability. Our cup runneth over with love and abundance and compassion. And we just kind of have this this coverage. This is, I'm getting a two-part answer. One is, this is what we're going to see in like 50 years. And I know that's a long time off, and that, a lot of us will not really take part in a universal healthcare like that in 50 years. I probably won't be here in 50 years. So, but kind of like that is the time that it takes for really just people, you get the healthcare that you need. But I'm also hearing sooner, as far as like the U.S. getting also the same kind of help, but having it again in the next, really, like, I'm hearing 3 to 5 years, much sooner. Here's the Chariot card. This is, again, the Chariot. This is like this whole issue being pulled in two different directions. And again, though, having it be like a dual type of like healthcare coverage, in the sense that, you can do it. It can be universal healthcare coverage, or you can do it through your employer. I mean, it's going to have like, kind of like where cafeteria plans came in, where you could kind of pick and choose the what you needed. This is how it's going to be, to give it, to help as many people really have to allow them to keep the choice that they want, because there are different choices for people. Certain people will need certain things or want certain things, and that will be actually an important part of what they come up with, the policies that they develop. And then the 7, this is like saying almost like I'm hearing again like 5 to 7 years, maybe actually 3 to 5 to 7, almost like it even might just get phased in. We will be spoiled for choice, in the sense that, with this, we will have a universal healthcare plan, but we'll be able to go with our employers. We'll be able to do all kinds of different, plans, because while that collective one is like 50 years off, sooner, it's almost like I'm hearing they're looking at all these different plans and all these different options, and making sure that we here in the United States really have the best type of coverage that we can have, that also, helps the most people, and also answers like I'm hearing the word, like the choice, like everybody wants to pick different things. We want the freedom to choose, and that will also be a part of the plan. Also here, not only looking at the different plans, coming up with different plans, but also giving us the freedom to choose what works best for us. Surprisingly enough, I got the Judgment card again. This says action, and of course, moving forward, coming full circle, having things really work out in a positive way, and the actions will be taking place, to move us forward, to make sure that everybody has the coverage, the healthcare coverage that they need, and that we all really deserve. And then the last question that I have for today is, does tapping really work? Does tapping, I don't know if you're familiar with tapping, but that's where you kind of tap here and tap here and tap here, and don't look, you have to look it up to get, I mean, I have certainly looked into it, always forget to use it, okay? But does tapping really work, or does it help? So I think, okay, let me see what I get. Let me see what the tarot cards say about this. Does tapping really work or help? Yeah, I mean, let me, I really kind of like these cards, because this is like, short answer, yes, but this does not take, I want to make sure that you know that I'm not a doctor. This does not, substitute for your doctor and your medical care that you need from professionals. I'm not a licensed physician, clearly, so this is, for entertainment purposes only. But the first card that I got, getting this Devil card, almost like it takes the restrictions off. It kind of puts things back in your hands to do the tapping when and where you need to. It's pretty easy to do, and you can do it anywhere. So it kind of takes things, lifts up the restrictions of having to have like a doctor appointment, or a specific, amount of like crutches or whatever it is, like to buy certain things. You don't have to do that. It's something easy that you can do that really works through you to build your confidence in yourself, and it helps to clear your chakras. I'm hearing that it actually helps to clear that energy flow, and to really clear your chakras, and also build up your confidence that you're feeling better and you're doing something to help yourself. And then the last card that I got is the Ten of Pentacles, and this is of course a yes card every day of the week. And not only is it yes for health, it's yes for wealth. So saying, does tapping really work? Yes, it can work for people. Will it work for you? That all depends, because it depends on what your belief systems are. Will you allow it to work? If you think it's something that won't work for you, then it probably won't work for you. But it certainly does help many people. And it's funny because I get this world card here, and this says completion. Again, we had the judgment card, which was like a world and a circle. Now we get the world card coming full circle and having this like completion of another therapy that could possibly help you. And so if you want to know if it works or not, again, you have to try it. You have to learn it. It's not a hard like therapy type thing to learn, but also it is no substitute for your own doctor. So, all right, those are the questions I have. And now, as far as our 3-card pick, new moon today. So let's keep that in mind as we move forward. And let me shuffle the cards. Think about what kind of message the new moon might have for you. I always want to mention that if the message does not resonate with you, that is totally fine. Just put a period, move on. It's no big deal, because of course I'm doing a general reading for everybody. On the other hand, if you find like you want to pick one or two or get the message from all 3 cards, that works too. So, okay, let's see. I shuffled those. And here we go. Whoops, let me get them set up. All right. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you. 1, 2, or 3, and don't think too hard. All right, if you picked card 1, you got the new moon in Aries. I love that, a new moon, which we are in a new moon. And it says it's time to take action. Aries with the ram moving forward, taking action, but also taking like logical action, not just taking willy-nilly action, just doing anything you want to do, but taking, moving forward in a measured way, but moving forward. So it may be time for you to take action if you picked card 1. If you picked card 2, you got the full moon in Taurus, and it says your dreams need a practical plan. We all have dreams. I heard, I think I spoke about it before, that, first we have a vision, then we have a dream, and then it becomes a reality. So you get that vision out there, it becomes something you dream about, but it doesn't come into our physical reality until we actually take action on it. So that's card 2. And then card 3, it's a full moon in Scorpio, and it says it's time to release negativity. So you know what? Sometimes it's not so much, sometimes it's doing some shadow work, and sometimes it's not. For me, I have found that it's not so much, I'm thinking, I'm not negative, but then when I really kind of do a little bit of a deep dive into myself, I do fear this or that. It's time to release that fear, change my belief systems if I possibly can. So, and not sometimes I can't, and sometimes I'm like, I'm just not ready to change right now. So there you go. It might be time to release some negativity to move forward. All right, my friends, thank you so much for being here. You know the drill. Mondays are my 3-card shorts. Tuesdays are my super duper girl shorts. Wednesdays, here we are, my predictions with 3-card pick. Thursdays are energy readings with 3-card picks, and Fridays are weekend readings with 3-card picks. Check my community page because I do go on different channels. And you know what? I think that's really about it. And I just so want to thank everyone for being here. And I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.